fullbacks. Do you know if your voice is on share? Alright.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Wait, that 380. Here we go, G, get off the field. Check. Go, Bandit.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Brady.
Definitely press the button.
Down he goes.
Definitely press the button.
Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, 62 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Brady gives to Michelle. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Watch the motion, watch the motion.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
14, he's going deep. Get him.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Wait, that 380. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, go 66. 50, 50. You smooth. You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Alpha.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught. This is White. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And able to find Allen Lazard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here's the part of that. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They begin with Michelle on the ground, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Wait, set. Wait, 42. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be a long day.
On first down, Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Brady now to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and 5 now. Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and the return will stop right around the 25. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, that's Allison. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Watch the whip. Out. Jump out.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And he's going to go down again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
319.
Let's get off the field, D.
Jump out. Team spill. 319.
Now Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
He's checking. Cracks.
Greystone, travel. Jump. Get 300. Get 300. 399.
On second and goal. Rodgers, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 10 yards out, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brady. It's complete. James White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the 29, Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Montravius Adams in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From midfield, here's Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 26 and a first down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Watch the run, watch the run.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike 20. Check, Mike 42. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
To throw again, Brady. That's complete to White. White's got a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Brady again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm scared.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Single. Motion. Alert!
Throwing now is Brady. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
72.
Shotgun now for Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it here. This is James White. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set 53. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up,
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
They should have gave me that 5 yards, bro. So this,
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I couldn't let you catch it.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly.
I couldn't let you catch it.
It falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
72. Check. 42's the mark. Hey, tight. Hey, Wood.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And down he goes.
Come on, let the ball go, bro.
Back right around the 41-yard line. Zadarius Smith. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
I need another half a second.
No.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down.
Did I call timeout? And I didn't know it was before 2-minute warning. God dang.
Happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense. Still. And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
What the fuck, Tom Brady?
Incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Come on,
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Check. Mike 42. Blue day. Go!
To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Hey, dude. Too long. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Bruh, I did not change the play.
Watch the safety creep. Topper.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick.
That's a fast lineman.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I clicked on him. That was like speed burst.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, it frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why
I didn't know how to control it. That was so fast.
They're
Like,
going to
oh,
love to walk
snap.
out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
I should have won this game. Oh, he doing an actual play. Hold on.
On 2nd down, Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. That'll do.